the comedy, The Career of Paul Rudd.
Stop it. You're making me blush.
We unlock the E.T. vault to track how the guy next door became one of Hollywood's most beloved stars.
Yeah, I'm a pretty lucky guy.
From his big break
I was emceeing bar mitzvah receptions.
to, well, just breaking.
That's the smell of desire, my lady.
Smells like a used diaper.
I ruined several takes. Not several, more like 50.
How Paul became a favorite on screen and off.
Head up, young person. Head up.
With stories behind the roles that had him stripping down
If you give me lunch, and then I'll do it.
and suiting up.
Hi.
How his surprise superhero chapter changed everything.
Only on E.T.
Our 4 decades with the scene stealer,
Just tell that guy, cut your hair.
who somehow still looks exactly the same.
I don't really believe in age or numbers.
E.T. Vault Unlocked. Paul Rudd
I can't believe this is my life.
starts right now.
What better place to get introspective than Entertainment Tonight?
From his breakout role in Clueless to his Avenger-sized role as Ant-Man, only one show has tracked Paul Rudd from the very start. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Entertainment Tonight. Paul's latest film, Anaconda, is out Christmas Day, so tonight we are celebrating the ageless wonder, former sexiest man alive, and Hollywood's true Renaissance man.
I can't believe this is my life.
My name's Paul Rudd. What better place to get introspective than Entertainment Tonight?
It's good to be Paul Rudd.
It is. There's no other way to describe it. I try my best to enjoy it. It's stress-inducing and everything else, but it's great.
I'm heading in.
He surprised us, getting ripped to portray Marvel's tiniest superhero, made us swoon as a romantic lead,
You care about me?
and managed to make ridiculous and raunchy sorta cute.
She gets a special cologne. It's called Sex Panther.
Paul's films, we counted more than 60, have made billions at the box office.
I've been able to have a career, at least that's been a bit of a slow burn, and, I'm very thankful for that. I'm thankful to have a career at all.
I'm talking to America. They're getting entertained tonight. I'm always amazed, actually, that I get a call, whether it shoots in Hawaii or anywhere. I'm like, yeah.
How old are you? I don't really believe in age or numbers.
At 56, the former sexiest man alive shows 0 signs of slowing down.
What does it cost to get this thing made? $2.5 million.
Paul teams up with Jack Black for the comedy Anaconda out on Christmas Day, and then, a year from now, Ant-Man makes his big return in Avengers Doomsday.
And you're not getting out.
So, how does Hollywood's everyman stay grounded, even while holding down 3 major franchises and somehow never aging a day?
When I showed up for this movie, I just checked my ego at the door. Doesn't have anything to do with anything. I just like saying checked my ego at the door. Kind of like all the singers did when they did the We Are the World video. That's the way I approach all my work. I check my ego at the door, and I put in the work, because you gotta put in the work.
But E.T. first met Paul in 1992 on set for his very first day shooting the NBC series Sisters.
It really is starting everything off with a bang, I guess. I don't know, it's a little overwhelming, but everyone's really nice, and it's very cool, and they have food here. I'm eating well, so my mom, I'm sure, would like to know that.
The 23-year-old was filming his wedding scene to Ashley Judd and told E.T. he was happy to leave his day job behind.
I was emceeing bar mitzvah receptions before that, so, like, a complete turnaround, to say the least. I'll crack open my penny jar. I'll work longer hours at the video store if I have to, whatever it takes.
But after 3 seasons on the hit TV drama, Paul briefly left to shoot a movie that would really make him a household name, Clueless.
I have direction.
Yeah, towards the mall.
And this is Paul Rudd.
E.T. got co-star Stacey Dash to interview Paul at the film's 1995 Seaside premiere.
So, Paul,
Yes.
are you enjoying our premiere party at the beach in the sand?
Yeah, so far it's pretty fun. I mean, this is great. We have Luscious Jackson playing, and
Yes.
I'm hoping that maybe, later on I could just, take a hot tub with Bill Bellamy.
The salt air is sure doing a number on my hair.
Yep, 28 years later, the humble star was still cracking jokes when he got retrospective with E.T.
This is hard to watch.
That's when we all fell in love with you. What do you tell that guy?
Just tell that guy, cut your hair. You look like Hall & Oates.
Paul was just getting started.
Will you now deny to dance? Michael's come home, hasn't he?
Your life has changed quite a bit since Clueless, hasn't it?
Yeah, that definitely has.
Paul's 1996 drama, The Locust, co-starring Vince Vaughn, reunited him with Ashley.
Always want to see the ocean. We haven't worked together for a few years since Sisters. I see Ashley all over the place.
The next year, E.T. was on set of The Object of My Affection, where he played Jennifer Aniston's gay best friend.
Head up, young person. Head up.
Come on, you didn't think that.
Well, you didn't tell me otherwise.
I thought it was a good story and a great character to play.
And you've certainly worked with some of the hottest young leading ladies out there right now. Ashley Judd and Jennifer right now.
Yeah, I'm a pretty lucky guy.
Yeah. Do you choose to do movies where you always make sure it's a hot, young Hollywood actress?
Definitely.
Paul and Jennifer went on to co-star in 2 more projects together, 2012's Wanderlust.
How could you let this happen to us?
$100.
Oh my...
Hey.
And of course, his 17 episodes playing Phoebe's boyfriend turned husband, Mike Hannigan, on Friends.
Phoebe Buffet, will you marry me?
Yes.
What do you remember about working on this show?
I came on to Friends in season 9. So, it was certainly massive for me. I'd never been a part of anything that had that kind of viewership. And so everybody was very nice, but I never quite could get over the fact that I was sitting in Central Perk. And I just didn't want to get in the way.
You're so generous and kind, and you're amazing in bed.
That's such a good show, and they filmed them in a week, and it's also an iconic thing. I mean, like, so many people watch that show that I was really couldn't believe that I got asked to come on even in some small way.
Paul's comedy reign would continue onto the big screen in 2004, aka the beginning of Paul's Judd Apatow era, starting with Anchorman.
Where are you? I'm in a glass case of emotion!
I don't know if any movie will ever be so fun to make. It was just completely stupid every day.
What's your name?
Brian Fantana.
Champ Kind.
Brian Fantana. No, you're Brick. I'm Brian. I love improvisation. I ruined several takes, more like 50 hours of footage that's just completely unusable because I couldn't keep it together.
Paul let us in on a behind-the-scenes secret to working with Will Ferrell, Steve Carell, and Christina Applegate.
Every scene we would do one that was scripted, or we would stick to the script, and then after that, it was no holds barred.
That's the smell of desire, my lady.
God, no, it smells like a used diaper.
One of my favorites, which never really made the movie, was it smells like the inside of a fake leg. It's not a smell that you could really identify, but it's not great.
Paul Rudd, all permed up.
Only on E.T.
While on set for the 2013 sequel, Paul got primped and revealed the line fans quote the most.
The one that people will say to me, so 60% of the time, it works every time.
¿Cómo se llama? No, Kelly Clarkson!
Another quotable Judd Apatow film, 2005's The 40-Year-Old Virgin, where Paul reunited with Steve Carell and begrudgingly flashed his backside.
I like Judd and Steve so much, and I thought the movie was funny, and I thought it would be a funny scene. So it's like, all right. But I mean, I'm not that comfortable with doing something like that. But I'll do it. if you give me lunch. That's all it takes. I put it in my nudity rider. I want a DVD, and then I'll do it.
Oh, God!
In 2009, E.T. was back on set with Paul and Steve for their third comedy together, Dinner for Schmucks, and the bromance was more than evident.
Steve, you're hilarious.
Oh,
We all-
you're
America
hilarious.
knows
too.
it.
You're hilarious and charming and delightful. You're America's sweetheart.
I may be America's sweetheart, Steve, but you've got that $1 million smile.
Shut your face. Seriously, always a pleasure to not only work with Paul Rudd, but to be around him.
Do you want to hug? Hug him. Hug him. Go ahead and hug. Yeah, let them hug.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That feels good.
I never get used to this. It's a fun, crazy, strange way to make a living, and it's, and I care about it a lot, but it's not the number one thing in my life.
At the top of Paul's priority list, his family. Paul met his wife Julie in a rom-com-worthy meet-cute. She worked at his publicist's office and offered to watch his luggage while he ran to an audition. The duo said "I do" a few years later in 2003.
My wife is pretty laid back.
The couple has 2 kids, 19-year-old Jack and 15-year-old Darby, and live a low-key life in New York. The whole family was by Dad's side in 2015 when he got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
I am curious, Paul. What kind of parent were you when your kids were growing up? Were you one that was like wanting them to embrace the fairies, Santa Claus?
I love all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Let's make everything as magical as it can possibly be.
Freeze! Put your hands up! Get him up!
My daughter, who is 6, she draws pictures of Ant-Man a lot. I went to her class, she's in kindergarten, and in her class they just wanted to know stuff about Ant-Man. They actually wanted to know stuff about Civil War.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you tell them?
I told them everything. But I said, guys, be cool.
Yeah.
Don't tell anybody, but I'll share. No tweeting. Don't tell anyone. You can usually trust 5 and 6-year-olds to keep a secret, so that's good. Yeah.
But now that Jack and Darby are older, they're so not impressed by his work.
They love Step Brothers,
Yeah.
but I'm like, I've worked with those guys. Want to check some of these out? Nah, we're good. I'm so lucky that I'm alive to watch this.
Not so tough though whenever it comes to being a +1 at the Super Bowl for Mr. Jack.
Yeah, exactly, right? And to be able to share that with your kids, it's the coolest thing there is. Go team!
You care about me?
So many of your roles over the years, Clueless, This Is 40, Knocked Up, Anchorman. Do you ever think like, I'm gonna play a superhero, like I'm gonna be one of the biggest, baddest?
No clue.
Well, no one had Paul, a comedic actor, as Ant-Man on their bucket list, but he turned out to be a fan favorite in the MCU.
Have you reached out to any of the guys who have played Marvel characters for advice?
I talked to Chris Pratt, because we talked about, and I've talked to a couple of the Avengers. I talked to Chris. All we did is just talk about, are you eating raw almonds? Yeah, I'm eating raw almonds. It's all dietary.
What you might not know, Paul was actually a co-writer on the film and its sequel.
Oh my God, this sense of power right now. Thank you for making me feel so strong.
The movie was such a success, it banked more than $500 million at the box office. 2 years later, we were on the San Francisco set for Ant-Man and the Wasp.
And action. Does your son get to visit you on set?
He has, yeah. And my daughter, both
And your
of them,
daughter?
yeah. Honestly, when they come, they only really seem interested in craft service. Like that you can get free Twizzlers and candy, and it's like, you can just take this?
It's free?
That's where I get like points. I'll be honest with you, it still impresses me that you can go to a table and just take anything you want.
Paul has appeared as Ant-Man 5 times on the big screen and is confirmed to be in Avengers Doomsday. So, you want to know 2 secrets about the suit?
It makes you look cooler than than you really are. The worst part, honestly, is it's so thick that if I have an itch and I can't get to it, I have to ask people to punch me to try and get it. So at any given time, you might look over and see Michael Douglas, a grip, like right there, just right there, and you have to punch me hard.
In 2021, the then 52-year-old Paul unlocked a new Hollywood achievement, People's Sexiest Man Alive.
Your lovely wife, what did she think of the SMA title?
She laughed. She was as shocked as I was.
I know that you have heard the fact that you never age, right?
This is the first I'm hearing of this.
When we first met, I looked younger, and now I think I could be his father.
He has such a baby face. A baby face at 40, how old are we?
The key to his fountain of youth? Sunscreen, a good night's sleep, weights and cardio, plus a diet of mostly eggs, salmon, and vegetables.
I can be pretty disciplined. It helps when you have a big Marvel movie that's coming out.
Or if he's joining another major pop culture franchise.
Who you gonna call? What was it like for you when you just, as they say, got the call that you were gonna be in Ghostbusters?
It's still surreal, for sure.
Hold on to your ass!
To kind of stand next to the original Ghostbusters in their flight suits, and it's a pretty intimidating thing to stand next to Bill Murray in his suit and it just says Venkman. Like, oh my God, there it is. They're heavyweights.
Yeah.
They're the best of the best, and so to kind of be around them and talk to them, it's just, you don't want to trip over your words, you don't want to look like an idiot.
I do think it could get a little bit better.
Paul also fanned out over Martin Short and Steve Martin when he was cast in Only Murders in the Building, a role that earned him an Emmy nom.
That's right. I'm alive! It's the most amazing thing to be in that room. Selena is great, and I've worked with Selena. Martin Short and Steve Martin are Mount Rushmore. And then you pan over and it's Meryl Streep. So, yeah, a bit of a powerhouse.
Just don't upstage me.
I set my sights on you, and no one else will do.
We just need that on a loop. Paul Rudd and Jimmy Fallon went viral for this shot-for-shot remake of You Spin Me Round by British band Dead or Alive. So good. We leave you now with more reasons that we love Paul. Good night, everybody.
Rush. I love Rush. Dude, Rush is the greatest band of all time. Yeah, no, how about of all time?
What's the deal with the tux?
Well, this is what I wear on a set. I like old Hollywood. When people had class. I don't know what's going on here.
Look at those shoes.
These are Ugg boots. They're ugly boots.
They're ugly boots.
I barely memorize the lines. I'll usually roll in about an hour late. Okay. Reeking of booze. Around 5 o'clock when it gets really hot, that's when I stop.
Of course, you can't miss golden hour.
Yeah. And you know what? I can't miss the Golden Girls, which is actually on at 6.
I like to break the rules. When the plane was taxiing in to the gate, before the captain turned the engine off, I actually undid my seatbelt. That's a scoop for